the law and people that are not a legal defense, let me tell you, and how people can resolve and better themselves.
Justice with passion.
I knew everything going wrong because I always defended everybody. I was always the one who found the solution and tried to resolve the problem by having people talk to each other.
Justice with truth.
So give me one more chance to tell you the truth.
This is Justice for All with Judge Christina Perez. Calvin Fossum is suing high school principal Esther Montgomery in the amount of $5,000 after he says he needed counseling sessions after being banned from the prom and from graduation.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Christina Perez presiding. Please be seated. All parties have been sworn in, Your Honor.
Thank you, Renard. Mr. Fossum, I understand you are suing the principal of your school, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
On a personal level, explain to me why.
So basically, I was involved in a prank at the end of the year. It's my senior year, kind of like a senior prank type thing, which has been happening for years, obviously. So what the girls did at our school was they took perfume and potpourri, and they sprayed all in the guys' bathrooms all over the school, which made it stink like that for like 3 weeks.
In the guys' locker room or the bathroom?
In all the guys' bathrooms in the whole school.
Okay.
And so we, as the guys, did our prank, and what we did was we took toilet paper and we dipped it in chocolate and we just spread it all over the girls' bathrooms in the school, and we didn't like hurt anybody, but it's just like all in good fun, good spirit of like the prank, obviously. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we did, and I ended up getting arrested that day.
How many girls or boys do you know?
It was I think it was like 5 of the girls, and then I think it was like 3 of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so you got arrested.
Yeah. They said they caught me on camera or whatever, and I don't know. They said I had a bag, and that I was planning a bomb.
Okay.
Which I don't know what's up with that. Like, I don't understand that, but yeah. They like got me charged with criminal mischief, and so the charges were later dropped, luckily. Mm-hmm. But what happened was I had to miss my prom and my graduation.
That's pretty serious.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so then why are we here suing your principal personally?
Well, basically, because
I understand this has already been handled by the school district.
Yes.
So why personally? Explain this to me, Calvin.
I don't think I'm being treated fairly. The girls did a prank that was very similar to ours, and they were also caught on camera, and yet none of them had any punishment for it.
And what about the other 2 boys that were caught on camera with you too, or that were doing the prank with you too? Did they get in trouble?
No, it's only me. Somehow it's only me that is being punished, and to me, I think it's a personal thing. I don't, for some reason, I don't know if she really likes me for whatever reason, but I've always been a good kid. It's hard to deal with this right now.
Okay. So then that's why you're suing her for, basically, you said you suffered because you were banned from the school prom, the graduation, and your humiliation after that, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Now, Ms. Montgomery, why don't you tell me about Calvin? Obviously, you've known him for the last 4 years since he's been in high school, or have you known him longer?
I've known him longer. I've known Calvin for about 7 years.
Okay. And how do you know him? Just through school, or?
He used to date my daughter.
Oh, okay. And what do you know of Calvin?
He's a good student. He's generally
I understand he has almost straight A's. Is that correct?
I believe so. I'm not quite sure.
Have you personally ever known him getting in trouble?
Other than small infractions, no.
Any other mischief or anything like that?
Not serious,
okay. No, nothing, from what I understand, right? Has he ever been in trouble with his teachers?
No.
Has he ever had any type of problem or altercation with any student?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Why was Calvin arrested now as principal?
3 weeks prior to this incident, we've had an assembly specifically for the seniors, telling them that although this was a tradition, quote unquote, we did not want these senior pranks going on. They had been escalating over the past 6 years since I've been principal, and we were trying to curtail them. We told them that we did not want these pranks going on 3 weeks prior. A week prior to this incident, in homeroom, they were passed around another paper saying we did not want the senior prank going on. They all signed this paper saying that they were in agreement, they knew the rules, and they all agreed not to participate in these pranks.
Coming up on Justice for All.
Did you think that the girls, when you saw the video, were posing a threat to the school when they came in also?
No, Your Honor.
Why not?
Well, number one, they're girls.
And later,
What happened?
The elder boy tossed the football and someone's shouting, "Heads up." I turn, the sun is in my eyes, and I'm hit with the football.
closed captioning provided by
Before a leg.
Plan your special beach vacation now.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Christina Perez. We're back with the case of Calvin Fossum, who is suing Esther Montgomery after he says he suffered emotional distress.
So when the girls pulled the prank of, I understand they sneaked in the middle of the night to the school to put potpourri and perfume in all the boys' restrooms, what happened?
The girls that we knew were involved were prevented from going to the prom, but they were not expelled.
I have pictures on my online profile of that I've seen of her daughter actually at the prom.
Was your daughter one of the girls
No.
involved in the incident?
I believe so. It couldn't be proven. We didn't have faces on camera like we did, but I believe she was. And I did prevent her from going to the prom.
All
Somehow
right.
she still got there.
Did you call the police on any of these girls?
No.
Why not?
We didn't see it until after the school was already opened. This happened while the school was closed.
Of course, that's how the boys' prank happened too.
No, their prank happened at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was daylight.
That's not what
School is
I'm.
still
The
closed.
school wasn't open at 6 a.m. Same exact thing, 6-hour difference. Nobody was at school. The school was locked. So they were caught on camera. The girls.
Yes.
The boys were caught on camera.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. The girls that were caught on camera were visible.
The cameras that we have at the school aren't the best.
Okay, so then if they were not the best, I understand that Calvin still did not want to basically rat out his other two friends, but I understand when he walked in with his two friends, they had a hooded sweatshirt. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Black hooded sweatshirts. So how did you decipher Calvin was there?
I know Calvin. I knew it was Calvin.
How did you know if you didn't see his face?
I could see part of his face.
Really?
Yes,
Because in the
yes,
camera, in the camera that I saw, in the film that I saw, I couldn't tell who was who.
I've known, like I said, I've known Calvin for years. I know it was him.
Did you know the other two boys?
No,
You're the principal at their high school. Why wouldn't you know who they are?
I don't recognize every single student by their face. I know
But
Calvin.
his face was not visible.
Part of his face was visible, and I also
No,
knew
but I remember. Do you remember his face being visible? That sweatshirt was kind of like right here, and they were like this.
Really,
I also
I was
recognize the
wearing a
clothes he was
sweatshirt.
wearing.
There's no way.
Wasn't that visible?
No, they had
There's
the
a
same
shadow
sweatshirt.
when you put a hood on that comes.
All right, so you knew it was him, and what was he carrying in his hand?
He had a black bag in his hand. He was also wearing black gloves.
What did you think that was? A bomb?
I wasn't quite sure what it was, but in light of the way things have been going lately in this country and how security has been stepped up, I felt it my obligation to treat every single situation like the worst case scenario. So yes, I called the police.
Okay. Within your expert opinion as a principal, you thought he was posing a danger to the school.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were the other two boys carrying a black bag and had black gloves on?
No.
Okay. Did you think that the girls, when you saw the video, were posing a threat to the school when they came in also?
No, Your Honor.
Why not?
Well, number one, they're girls.
Because it's your daughter.
No, not necessarily.
And when you walked in that morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, did you walk to the bathrooms and see what happened in the girls' bathroom?
No, I was informed by the coach, the girls' swim
Did
coach.
the girls' swim coach tell you it was just toilet paper and chocolate?
No, she told me that there was toilet paper smeared with fecal matter all over
Okay,
the...
so then at that moment you knew it wasn't a bomb,
Right.
but you still called the police.
I'd already called the police.
Okay. We thought this was a very interesting case because your claim for I think it's an emotional distress claim of what you're trying to say is
Yes.
that it's not fair that she treated me this way and didn't treat everybody else, and because she singled me out, I didn't go to prom and I didn't get to go to graduation because there was and you understand why the school could not let you go. They had strict rules. You know, if there's a criminal issue pending, you couldn't walk through graduation. So we have to respect those rules. But thank God the charges were dropped because obviously they realized it was just a prank. However, you know, Ms. Montgomery, I'm all for punishment. I'm all for punishing a child if they break the rules, if they violate the law, especially teenagers. But, you know, I'm such a firm believer that it has to be done in a way where children understand equality and they understand fairness. Emotional distress, what did she do? Something that was extreme and outrageous? They defended her position. But did she do something that was right? And sometimes, you know, we have to go to morally right. For me, that wasn't morally right. So, you know, based on the evidence, I think he suffered. What did he suffer? He suffered. He's gone to 2 psychologist treatments, which is not that much money. Your parents are paying for that. But he deserves something. What do you think he deserves? I don't think he's here for money.
I imagine he wants an apology.
That would be really nice.
Calvin, I'm very sorry.
Calvin, that's worth gold. Okay? Good luck to you both.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
I'm sorry that you missed your prom. I'm sorry that you missed your walking across the stage. But rules are rules.
I get it. I mean, you know, I don't appreciate how you handled it, but it's over and done with now.
And later,
What happened?